Welcome everyone. Thanks for tuning into my channel, Eve the Empress Oracle, and for checking out this video. Today we're going to do a timeless reading for the air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Okay, whenever you tune into this video, this message will apply to you. Okay, please keep in mind this is a general read, so please take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't. If you would like a more personal reading that pertains specifically to you and your questions and situations, you may contact me at my email. It's in the description box below. Before we start the video, I have been giving a real quick disclaimer because I want all my viewers to be as informed as possible. Okay, so for those of you who are not real familiar with astrology or just know the basics, okay, many people are only familiar with their sun sign. That's the general sign, you know, oh, I was born on this date, that means I'm this, okay? But there is more to it. Okay, and that's why sometimes when you are reading a horoscope, sometimes it may apply to you, it may seem like it's for you, but then other times it's like way off. Okay, that's because that's just your sun sign. That may not always apply to you. What you need to check out is your ascending signs and your moon signs. And the combination of the three will be able to form a better story, a better picture, okay, for you of what to expect, you know, and give you some of the answers and the guidance it is that you guys are seeking. Okay, in order to find out your ascending sign and your moon signs, you can just do a quick Google search, type in what's my ascending sign, what's my moon sign, or just look up a birth chart and then it will have all of them on there. And the only thing that you need to know is your date of birth, your place of birth, and your time of birth. Okay, and that's why sometimes it does not resonate with everybody, because even though many of you guys are the same sign, you know, many of you guys can be a Libra, okay, but Libra A may be different than Libra C, because one was born on the East Coast, the other was born on the West Coast, one was born in the morning time, the other one was born in the nighttime. So there's different influences or different timelines. Okay, some of these things that I may be talking about may have already happened when you watch the video and it was just like confirmation, or you may not see these things happen until a few months from now. Okay, so please just take it accordingly, and if this is not the message for you, just please check out another video, okay, or come back in the future. All right, so again, I appreciate you guys. We're gonna go ahead and begin. Okay, so we're gonna start with the astrology cards. These are your house and planet cards to see what is the biggest influence for you at this current time. Okay, I'm gonna do some shuffling on the screen because I've been getting a few requests. Okay, I'm not the best shuffler. I have small hands, and some of these decks are pretty big, so that's why I usually do most of the shuffling off screen. But there's been one viewer in particular that every video I put out, oh, can you do the shuffling online? So I'm doing what I can. All right. So for my air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, during this time you are most influenced and affected by the planet Mars. Okay, and it is your physical energy, drive, strength, and lighting spirit. Okay, Mars is also known as the war planet. Okay, the warrior planet. So there also may be a lot of arguments, a lot of conflicts, a lot of aggressiveness at this time. Okay, now from the Psychic Tarot. Okay, what is it that my air signs need to know when they are tuning into this video? What is it that my air signs need to know, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius? What is it that my air signs need to know when they are watching this video? Stand your ground. Sacral Chakra. Rejoice in celebration. Trapped in fear. Moving on. And hope. All right. So, like I said, starting off, you guys have Mars, okay? That is the warrior planet. Okay, it's more than what it just says here, which is your physical energy, drive, strength, and lighting spirit. Okay, as you see here, there's kind of like a picture of a dragon, there's fire, you know, there's someone here throwing a, I forgot what you call that, arrow kind of thing. Okay, so this is all, that's all that aggressive energy, that fighting energy, that warlike energy, that argumentative energy. Okay, so we have here to stand your ground, and is clarified by the trapped in fear. Okay, so some of you guys may be dealing with some conflicts right now, you know, some heavy conflicts, and it's not, and things may be getting vocalized. There may be some actual, you know, battling, actual going back and forth, some actual, you know, negative feelings and butting heads, and, you know, people, you know, actually fighting and arguing. Okay, but it's telling you to not let the fear of the outcome, you know, get the best of you. You can have the upper hand. You need to stand your ground. Okay, stand firm in your beliefs, stand up for what it is that you believe. Okay, make sure you're saying your piece, and don't let this person or situation, or how it applies to you, like bully you. You know, don't let them get the last word. Don't let them get the last say. Okay, you don't necessarily have to, you know, go head on and just have a full-blown argument with this person. Okay, but you don't have to feel like they're winning either, just because if you choose not to engage. Okay, that's not giving up. You know, you can choose not to engage, but also stand firm in your beliefs without giving in. Okay, then we have the sacral chakra. Okay, the sacral chakra is our creativity, the sexual energies. Okay, and some imbalances and stuff could be withheld intimacy, emotional isolation, sexual dysfunction, repressed creativity. Okay, so this sacral chakra, you know, you can be emotionally isolated. You could be repressing some of your emotions because you're dealing with all this conflict. So maybe, you know, you're not as chipper as you usually are. You're not as happy as you usually are. You know, you're more on the edge. You're more aggressive. You're more in defense mode at this time because of all the things that are going on around you. And it's just telling you, you know, just be aware of that. Okay, really tap into that sacral chakra. Okay, open it. Make sure those energies are flowing good, and don't hold your emotions back just because you're not sure of how it may fall onto other people, or how other people may take it. Okay, then that's followed by the moving on card. Okay, so you may see that, you know, this situation here is getting you nowhere, so it's just time to move on. Okay, like I said, just because you're choosing not to engage, or just because you don't want to go back and forth with this person, or argue with this person, or, you know, your piece, what you're saying, you feel like it's just falling upon deaf ears. Just because you choose not to continue to go down the same route, that does not mean that the other person is winning. Okay, you're just taking the higher road. Some people can't argue with themselves. Okay, they need some type of correspondence. They need some type of, you know, input, and someone to respond to them. Okay, so once you see that, and you just let go of your fear, stop isolating your emotions, express your emotions, and then just know when it's time to just, you know, walk away from the situation. If it's not serving you, if it's not going nowhere, you know, just walk away from the situation. Okay, now if this is a relationship, I'm not saying for you to just leave the person, but maybe this particular situation just needs to be left alone, and maybe addressed at a later date. Okay, maybe it's time to just accept, you know, what was done was done. You're not going to get what you necessarily, what it is exactly that you want to hear, or what you want to see, or whatever, and you just need to move on for your own sanity, for your own peace. Okay, because we have here in the future, there is going to be some rejoice and some celebration. Okay, so there is going to be a happy outcome once you move on. Once you let this piece go and come out of that argumentative energy, that negative energy, that battling back and forth, you know, there is a brighter there is brighter days after the storm. Okay, and then that's clarified here with the Hope card, which is also the Star card in the traditional tarot. So that's letting you know that this is going to be the time for you to heal from whatever this situation is, whatever it is that you had to let go and move on from, you know, whether it was just a situation or if you made that choice to actually move on from a person. Okay, this is going to be the opportunity for you to heal. Okay, for you to heal and accept certain things. Okay, and when I say accept, it does not mean that you need to agree. If somebody did you wrong, or if somebody you know, if you were treated unfairly, it's not saying to accept, you know, that. It's not saying, you know, just take whatever the heck is thrown at you. No, when I say accept, it means to just come with the facts that that person may be stubborn. And no matter how you say it, no matter which angle, you know, or how you try to get them to see it, how you see it, it's just not going to happen. So it's best for you to just acknowledge that and accept that and just move forward for your own sanity. I'm not saying to continue to allow this person, you know, to continue to do you wrong or treat you bad, or, you know, for the the negative situation to continue and persist. No. When I say accept, I'm saying for you to just come to terms with the way that things, you know, that things happened. We can't change the past, okay? But we can choose to respond rather than react, okay? When we're not having a grasp on our emotions, we tend to react rather than respond, okay? Acknowledge your emotions. No, you know what? This hurt me, or this really pissed me off. You know, this made me sad. I don't like this. You know, acknowledge your emotions. Say your piece. But don't react. Respond. Okay. Like I was saying, sorry, the memory card had got full, so I had to pick up kind of where I left off. Don't let, you know, people are not worth us losing our cool over. Okay, if they're too stubborn to see our point of view, you know, and they're not willing to compromise or meet us halfway, or at least try to be understanding, you know, as long as you are coming to them correct, you know, or trying to, then you know what, it's not worth, nobody's worth you losing your cool over. Nobody's worth you letting them get the best of your emotions, you know, making you have sleepless nights while they're over there sleeping like a baby. You know, you living in your head and having all this anxiety and stress and, you know, replaying certain scenarios over and over again while they haven't even paid it any time of day. You know, they just keep going about their business. They're not even thinking about the situation, but yet you're over here all stressed. That's what I mean by sometimes you just need to accept certain things in order to keep your own sanity, your own peace, you know, so you can move forward, so you can heal and do what you need to do to move forward. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and pull from the energy oracle. Okay. What is the message here for my air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius? What is the message here for my air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius? Door to value. Anxiety, yep, what I was just saying. You got that trapped in fear. And woman holding heart. Okay. So for some of you guys, this can be a financial situation. But what I'm seeing here, most likely this is some type of love or relationship situation. Okay, because we have the cups here talking about rejoice, and there needs to be some healing. And then you have the woman holding heart here. Okay, so someone has a hold on your heart. This situation is weighing heavy on your heart. Okay, it is causing you this anxiety, you know, this trapped in fear situation. That's why you need to make sure that sacral chakra is open. Okay, that you're healing those energies so they can move freely. Say your piece, but then just know if it's getting nowhere, it's just time for you to move forward. It's time for you to let it go, and for your own sanity, for your own well-being. Okay. What I'm getting from this card is you need to know your value. Okay. You need to know your value. Don't let anybody, by their actions or what they say, chip away at your self-confidence, chip away at your self-worth. You know, the things that people do and the things that people say more about themselves rather than you. Okay, so if someone is doing you wrong or says some mean stuff to you, that stuff most likely is not true, and you would know whether it is or not. Okay, and if you know it's not true, then don't let it affect you. Don't let those thoughts and their actions sink into your head. Know your value, know your self-worth. Okay? And if you ever were affected by those things that this person may have did, it's time for you to let it go so that you can heal and move forward, because there are happy times on the horizon for you. Okay? You need to get this anxiety in check. Stop living so much in your head. Stop being trapped in that fear. Okay. Now from the Moonology cards, what is the message here for my air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius? What is the message here for my air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius? Okay. Meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. A new romantic cycle begins. Yes. Okay, this is part of that healing. Meditate and contemplate. Okay, just think things over. You know, say your piece, but if it's not going nowhere, just, you know, kind of like retreat. You know, just stay to yourself. You see that your comments and your words are falling upon deaf ears, so it's no need to continue to engage and to keep going down a path that's going nowhere. Okay, just meditate and contemplate and focus on you and healing you and what it is that you need to move forward. And then there's the new romantic cycle that begins. I told you this healing is going to happen. There's hope. You're hopeful for that. And there's something to celebrate in. There's that happiness coming up in the horizon, okay? After this storm, after this negative situation, there are better times ahead, okay? And maybe you, if this is you and a partner, you guys are just very stubborn, and once you just drop this situation and both choose to move forward, like I said, you can always try to address it again at a later date when you guys are more receptive to each other. Or it's just, you know it's a losing battle either way, and it's just time to let it go completely. You know, if that's what you guys choose to do, then it's showing that, you know, a new cycle can begin. You guys can kind of start anew, start fresh. You know, let bygones be bygones, let the past be the past, and just focus on the future. Okay, and if this is someone that really hurt you and there's no way for you to get over it, and you really see no light at the end of that tunnel, and you choose to move on and let this person or this relationship go, then just know all is not lost. Just take the time that you need to heal. Focus on it. Focus on what it is that you want. Okay, what it is in your value, your self-value. Okay, because there is going to be a new offer coming in. There is going to be new love in the future. Okay, that person is not the all in all. All right, air signs. I hope this was a message that you guys needed to hear. If it was, please like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to share my channel with family and friends. Until next time, blessings to you all.